this war is over. You know, I can say it now. Something you didn't know. Do you know we've been taking out millions of barrels of oil? Nobody knows it. You know who doesn't know about it? Iran, until right now. We took out the other night 22 ships, late at night with no lights, because they don't have any radar, because we blasted the crap out of it. We took out, that's why oil's $85 a barrel. I mean, you take a look. Remember when I did this, I said, look, the one bad thing will be, we hit the best economy we've ever hit. And I said to my people, I had Scott, I had Howard, I had Pete, I had all of them. I had Todd in the room. I said, the one thing we have to do now, we had just hit the highest stock market in history, highest 401ks in history. Everything was going well. And I said, I hate to do this to you guys, but Iran's going to have a nuclear weapon very soon. We have to go and attack. So we hit them with the B-2 bombers, which took a lot of courage. It was totally successful. We buried it, very hard to get. But now we had to make the second move. And I said, you know, the bad part is the stock market will go down by a lot based on predictions of.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Trump is a baller of a president. Wow. Millions and millions of barrels of oil getting taken out in the middle of the night secretly. I love to hear that. I love to hear that the price of oil is going to go down into the 60s when this all wraps up. We're going to get into it. I'd appreciate if you subscribe, like, and share. It's a complete boost to the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So I've got another clip from President Trump, but let me read his tweet here first, which is, it's kind of telling. He said, Iran's military is a complete and total mess. Much of it, like their Navy and Air Force, doesn't even exist anymore. They've been completely defeated. Iran is all talk and no action. The bully of the Middle East is dead. They've taken too long to negotiate a deal that would have been great for them, and now they will have to pay the price. President Trump. So we struck command centers, air defense systems, radar, drone storage facilities, and missile launchers. IRGC positions in Keshem Island, Bandar Abbas, Sirak Island, Bandar-e-Jazak. That's the naval base, I believe, on the coast there. And I have a short clip of some strike footage and then some more from President Trump. Let's watch this short strike clip first, and then we'll look at a clip from President Trump. So Trump has pretty much announced that he hit him hard. He's hitting him hard again today. And it sounds like this is back on until they make a deal, which, look, again, I'm not a war hawk, but I'm not cool with them having the uranium either. And there's another piece to this too. You remember Uranium One? I keep wondering if maybe Trump wants to get a hold of that uranium, because, so you understand, uranium has like a fingerprint. It's that detailed. It can be, you can figure out exactly where and when it was refined anywhere in the world. Okay. And that's why Trump is assembling this 100 best nuclear, experts in the world, because I believe there's a chance anyway that, Hillary's Uranium One scandal, someone might have given Iran a little starter package. And wouldn't it be nice if she was finally held accountable for something? Let's take a listen to President Trump here. He went on.
About Iran, you said that they've taken too long to get to a deal. I want to make sure I quote you correctly. You said that now they will have to pay the price.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that specifically?
Well, we're going to be attacking them very hard.
Resuming bombing?
Yeah, well, we are. Based on the helicopter, I guess we have the right to do that. They shot down a very Very incredible, actually an incredible machine. And at first they said they didn't do it, then they admitted they did. It was sort of easy because we have the bomb. We actually have the bomb. Got very lucky that bomb didn't explode. That bomb was lodged in the helicopter, it didn't explode. It was on fire, but it didn't explode. Those two guys, they knew how to fly, but they got very lucky. And then we had the unmanned boat going very, very fast at speeds that you wouldn't want to go. That's why it's unmanned, I guess, because nobody can go in that. But they rescued, so both people are, fortunately, the pilots are okay. No, look, I've been working with Iran for a number of months, and they should sign their deal. It's a good deal. It doesn't give them the right to have a nuclear weapon. In fact, it totally prohibits them from ever having a nuclear weapon. And it was just tap, tap, tap. I don't know what they're doing. So they then shot at our helicopter. Very expensive helicopter, by the way, but much more importantly, the two men, fortunately, they're okay. But an amazing rescue. If you ever get a clip, you won't believe the rescue, how cool it was. The equipment we have. Look, we have the strongest military in the world. And I gave them a break at the request of Pakistan. The Field Marshal and the Prime Minister of Pakistan are great. We stopped them from going to war with India. You would have had a nuclear war if it wasn't for me. But they became friendly to me, very friendly, and they're close to Iran, and they worked, and they still are working on trying them to do what's right. But we want a deal that's meaningful. We want a deal that works. We don't want to just have a Barack Hussein Obama deal, JCPOA, the worst deal. That was a path to a nuclear. It's the exact opposite. You know, I like on television, they say, oh, they should have kept that deal. First of all, it was over. It was a short-term deal. But that deal was a path to a nuclear weapon. This is a path against a nuclear. You can't have a nuclear weapon. His was a path to a nuclear weapon. They were developing during his administration nuclear weapon. If they had a nuclear weapon, there'd be no Israel, there'd be no Middle East, and they would have absolutely shot at us. So we'll see what happens. But we hit them hard yesterday, and we're going to hit them again hard today, in case you miss it, in case you don't turn on your television set. And we'll see what happens with the deal. We were really close to a deal, but they keep tapping us along. They keep playing us for suckers because, you know what? They dealt with some very stupid presidents. I have to say that. I'm embarrassed.
Isn't that a fact? They dealt with some really stupid presidents over the years, and that's how they got into this position. Anyway, I thought this was an important story to bring to you. It's breaking news as of the last couple hours. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please share the video out for me. That would be great. And I'll see you later today. Have a wonderful day.